Hi everyone! Welcome to this video. I'm going to make a project that I've been dreaming about doing since forever. I bought the supplies for it like a year ago and I never got around to doing it, so I'm really excited that I finally get to do this. I'm gonna be printing on clothes with a technique called block printing, which is basically you have a Linocut engraving and then you use a special kind of ink which is for clothes, and you get to like design and create all kinds of different new and interesting and exciting designs and like freshen up clothes that you have lying around. Maybe you thrifted them, maybe you already own them. I'm currently preparing for a bazaar or an art market. Actually, it's more like a bazaar because they will be selling clothes as well as arts, prints, jewelry, whatever. So I went ahead and thrifted a lot of clothes. I mostly looked for like kind of cotton or denim or something a bit more sturdy that like the prints would adhere better to. I'm not much of an expert on fabrics, but I think you kind of get the feel of it and you know just by looking at it that a print would look good on it or not. Like if it's too transparent or if it's like too, I don't know, not like a sturdy fabric, I think it just won't work very well. This shirt that I'm wearing, I thrifted for this project. I don't really usually wear button-up shirts, but this one has a really nice color. So this is gonna be one of the ones that I'm printing. And yeah, I have just a few other shirts. This one's kind of like a loose denim shirt. I also have a lot of long-sleeved t-shirts. So I think this will work as well. I was hoping to get a lot of t-shirts, but because it's not the season, like it's not summer anymore, the thrift store that I went to, they basically had no t-shirts anymore. But I did get a lot of also like some really nice sweaters. This one is quite large. I tried to get like larger sizes just so that it fits more people. Now, in terms of the design, I only have like small pieces of Linocut, or lino I guess it's called, to engrave on. And so I can't make like a really large design, but I can make a series of smaller stamps and then use those stamps to stamp like all around the garment. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. In terms of what I want to design, I'm thinking nature motifs, nature symbols, animals, plants. I also really love celestial motifs. I already have one moon print that I made a long time ago, but I would like to reuse it, and then maybe it would be nice to make like a sun design to go with the moon. So there's like a sun and moon motif going on, and yeah, maybe some sparkles, some stars to go with them. I don't have like a lot of time to work on them because the bazaar is like in a week. So yeah, I will make some designs, but not too many. So yeah, I'm really excited. Let's get started and we will begin with the design process and sketching out some ideas for what I would like to print. Okay friends, so I went ahead and printed my design, and this will be, when I print it, it will actually be mirrored. So yeah, I'm just going to trace this now on my printing block, and then I'm gonna start carving it out, which is really exciting. And I'm probably just gonna have a relaxing time carving it out. I'll probably play like a TV show in the background. This is my favorite kind of crafting, where I can just zone out a little bit while I'm doing it and also like watch something in the background. I mean, I'm not really watching it, more like listening to it. That's the next step of the process, so let's do it. Hello, good morning. It's the next morning. I tried to wake up a bit earlier this morning so I have more daylight to carve out some new stamps, some new designs. And yeah, I realized I'm feeling quite nervous about this project. I think it's because I'm just worried about not getting the prints right on the fabric on the first go, but then there's no way to undo that. And since each individual garment that I thrifted is like unique, yeah, if I make a mistake, I can't really undo it. And I think it's because like I'm selling these, that's why I'm so nervous about it, because if I was just making these for myself, I don't think I would really care. I brought this like t-shirt that's like old and has stains on it from whenever I was doing renovations, and I'm going to do test prints on it, so hopefully that will make me feel a little bit better about printing on the actual clothes later on. Okay, so yeah, this t-shirt has a lot of stains on it. I'm gonna do some test print. I'm also going to test print a bunch of other designs that I've carved out in the past. I don't know if you can see this very well. It's a moon that I've made in the past, and I have a bunch of other stamps that I've made. So now looking at these, you know, I realized I actually don't need to carve out that much stuff because I do have a lot of interesting designs that I've already made, and since I don't have a lot of time today, I can just carve out a couple of more things and yeah, should be fine. Okay, so I'm going to try to carve out a sun to go with my moon design. So here's my moon design, and I want to make it the same size. I want it to be similar to this, where there's a circle. These lines will just represent the sun rays, kind of. So I think I'm kind of ready to carve out her face now. I just don't know how people do this without getting like hand problems. Like my hand already feels so like, ugh, horrible. Just really like cramped up and like, I don't know, I guess I just have to take a lot of breaks. I feel like there's this element of surprise, like I don't really know what it's going to look like until I make like a test print. I guess when you're very experienced and you've been carving out for a long time, you get a better feel of like what it looks like to carve things and what your design will end up looking like. So I've just cut off this piece, and now I realize that on this piece I could maybe just carve something really quick. I'm thinking a mushroom would look really nice. Okay, so I've moved into the dining room because I needed more space, and I'm gonna start printing the actual clothes tomorrow. So I'm kind of setting up here. I've went ahead and like ironed some of the clothes so that they're ready for printing tomorrow. And I've tested out my two latest stamps, the sun one and the mushroom one. They look so freaking cool. I think they're my favorite so far of the ones that I've done for this video. The sun is amazing, super kooky. I actually like that the eyes are not perfectly symmetrical and they're a little bit weird. It's so good. It's very crazy. It's giving me like ancient art from Greece kind of vibes. The mushroom is really cool as well. Hi! So, it's Monday, the weekend has passed. I had a really nice weekend with my friend. I managed to chill for a bit and rest, and now I'm ready to like tackle this project again. I did do some stuff off camera, so let me show you. So, first I tried printing this, and it came out horrible. You can see this print looks like rubbish. This print looks like rubbish. This one with the sun looks kind of okay, and this looks rubbish. This looks rubbish. Mushroom looks okay. So yeah, this was actually a jumper that I had lying around that I wasn't really wearing anymore, and so I kind of thought if it comes out good I could sell it, but it turned out terrible, so I'm probably not gonna sell it. But This was really pissing me off so much that it didn't come out that I kind of stopped filming, and then I did with my partner a bunch of like, shit. So then I did a bunch of other sweaters that I also thrifted for the purpose of selling, and they came out kind of okay. I mean, me and my partner were just kind of like testing out different techniques, how to roll the ink, just different things to make it work. Tried also the new roller that we bought. I realized that rolling the ink on paper works a lot better than rolling it on the piece of glass that I have. I also discovered that if the stamps already have a bit of ink on them and then you reapply ink a bit later on when it's had time to kind of like dry a little bit, it's kind of a bit sticky, and then the second round of inking will stick better to the stamp and will produce a better print, if that makes sense. We were kind of like making some discoveries, but because it was honestly a little bit like stressful, I didn't film any of it basically, but I will show you the results. So I made this one, and some of the prints came out nice, but some of them are pretty bad. So this one consistently comes out amazing, probably because it's just a very graphic kind of silhouette. This turned out very bad. The mushrooms came out amazing again. This snail came out horrible. This little plant, like, I don't know, it's not like so good. And then there's another little plant there. And then, yeah, some of the other ones also didn't come out so good. And then I also did some stuff on the sleeve. And then this one I did a little bit better. This plant also a little bit better. This star with moon didn't come out so good. And then again on the sleeve, I did my Medusa print, which came out pretty good. Very faded, but like, it's pretty good, I would say. And then I had a go at this guy again, and it looks kind of okay. So very mixed results again. I do think it's sellable, I hope. I mean, yeah, I think like the overall effect is like pretty cool. I do like spreading a bunch of like stamps all around one sweater. I think it's really cool. So this was the first one that I did, I think, that came out a little bit better. And then I had another white one. And for this one, I decided to just put only one print on it. So just to have some few of them that are a bit more minimalist and not like, you know, many designs on there. And this came out pretty okay. Like it's not as faded as before. And I did accidentally make a little bit of a smudge there, which really pisses me off. But other than that, I think it's successful. So I don't know what's gonna happen today. I hope today I get some good ones too, because I really need this to go right. I really need this to look good, because I have to sell them. What I have done this morning is I went over all of my stamps and I recarved most of them. So the lines are much deeper and thicker, because I noticed that just works better on fabric. So for example, like this strawberry guy, I like recarved him, and this should work a lot better. And then if you remember the cow from the sweaters I was showing, I also recarved the cow. This is my beloved cow design. I also have her as a tattoo, which I gave myself a few years ago, so she's very special to me. And yeah, I was a bit scared like recarving this, because I really liked the original design, but you know, I really want to carve this. I really want to use this on fabric, so hopefully that's good. There's only one which I regret recarving, and it's this one. I kind of regret doing it. I feel like when I recarved it, like I messed up this line. Instead of being like a curved line, now it's messed up, and it's not looking as great as it did before, I feel. But, you know, whatever, it's done. I can't undo it, so I just have to live with this now. This one I'm really excited about. This is a very special design because I made this on one of my first dates with my partner. We did some Linocut together, and yeah, I recarved this one, so I think this will look really good now on fabric. I also have these little ones, and I also tried to make some sparkles, but yeah, I'm worried about the sparkles not working, because like for something this tiny, it would be difficult for me to hold it, put it on the fabric, and like not get ink smudged all over my fingers and then onto the fabric. So I don't think this tiny one's gonna work. I don't think this tiny one is gonna work either, but this one is quite big and I can hold it pretty easily, so maybe this one might work. And for the next item of clothing, I want to do this really cute crop top sweater. And I think this one will have like a bunch of small things all around. Let's do some test prints again. Oh my god, the chair has ink on it. Fuck! I have to be so careful to not like stain the clothes with random bits of ink that I might have produced in random parts of this room. But I am excited. I do think that this is gonna work so much better now. I wish I had one of those things that people use to press their designs down. I really need to buy one of those. Whoa, this is like the most contrast I have gotten so far. Let's continue. Honestly, I'm really excited to wear this t-shirt around the house now. It's so cute to print on just some like regular kind of nasty t-shirts that you might have been wearing around the house that have like stains on them. Oh my god, this is like so much better. Oh my god! This is so much better, you guys. I will say though that putting ink on a piece of paper and rolling it is super wasteful, I feel, to the ink, because it just like adheres to the paper, and then yeah, I feel like I'm losing, you know, a little bit of ink, not like dramatically, but still. For the future, I do want to find something better that I can roll the ink out on, because this is definitely not ideal. And like the paper at some point starts to like disintegrate, so you know, then I have to throw it away and take out the new paper, so it's not ideal. I'm gonna do this strawberry next to the other strawberry that we did the other night, because now I've recarved it, so I want to see how different it looks. Yeah, it's definitely quite different. Like the facial expression is a lot more different. These are the test prints that I just made. And this is after I have recarved the stamps, and you know, they have a lot less detail, especially this one, than before, but they're looking very striking, they're looking very good. I love that you can see the pink through the design, because I never want it to be so black that you can't see the fabric underneath. I really like this grainy effect. And yeah, these sparkles came out pretty good, I think. I thought I wasn't gonna be able to use them, but they look really nice. So yeah, this is what's happening. I think I'm ready to start printing on my next sweater. Basically, I can do one print like this with one sheet of paper, and then I have to throw it away because it starts to do this, and then the paper will start to like fall apart. So yeah, honestly, it's kind of a wasteful way of doing it, and I wish I had a better way. But anyways, I'm just finally feeling excited to go ahead and print, and I feel a lot more confident, which is really, really nice. Oh my god, I'm so excited to be doing this and not like a test print. Ah! Oh my god, I just dropped it here and I made a little stain. Thankfully it's in the armpit. Oh my god, I cannot believe it. It looks so cute. I'm so freaking obsessed with it. I feel like maybe the sleeves need some stamps as well, but maybe I'm wrong about that. I won't do it right now. I'll just let this dry and see how I feel about it. But look how good it looks. Look how incredible this looks. I made this. Finally, the serotonin is kicking in after many trials and tribulations. Wow. Okay, now all that's left to do is just continue stamping on every single item of clothing that I own. Probably after this. I'm gonna have a little lunch break now, and then I'm gonna continue stamping. There is a cat here. Well, there's two cats here. Hey. You're not gonna eat. Are you not gonna eat the food? I think he's just a bit intimidated by me. And then there's another cat just there somewhere. I can't see him right now. But this one was having an argument with that other cat and doing that weird annoying sound that cats do when they argue with each other. Yes, baby. Maya. Okay, so on to the next piece of clothing. Another nice kind of like, I don't know, crop top kind of thing. And I'm gonna do this in black as well. And then I'm gonna do another one in black. And then I'm gonna switch colors, which is very exciting because I've been mostly just printing with black so far. So I'm really excited about seeing other colors in action. Look at this! The prints are coming out so good. So amazing! I can't believe how much I am killing this right now. Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Look at it! That's just incredible! So I just made a test, my first test with white ink, and it's looking so cute. It's not as thick of a white as I'd like it to be, and it somehow managed to get itself again into the crevices, like the lines of my print, which I don't love, but I don't know, I think it's cool. I don't know, what do you think? Let me know in the comments if you prefer the black version or the white version. So this is my Medusa long-sleeved shirt. I added a little bit of sparkles, but I'm not gonna add anything else because I want this to be more minimalist, or at least this for me is minimalism. I couldn't help myself, and I did add some sparkles, but I think it's cool. It's asymmetrical. It's looking pretty sick. I like it. I love this snake. All right, here's another one finished. I really love this one. The white looks really good on red. I'm just really in love with the sparkles. Like, the sparkles just make everything so much better, and they really tie in the composition and bring all the elements together. I'm finally getting around to printing the brown shirt. And this is the shirt that I was wearing at the start of the video. If you remember that, that means you're still here and you're still watching this video. Thank you. Yeah, really, I'm like super grateful for everyone who's watching my videos. I have about like 70 subscribers right now, and I think maybe to some people that wouldn't seem like a lot, I guess, but I often like to think about, like, kind of imagine if 70 people were in this room with me right now, it would be pretty crowded. So yeah, I just want to take a moment to say that I'm really grateful. I really love making these videos so much. Like, there's so much work and so time consuming and a lot of effort, but when I'm like filming and doing things at the same time, I'm actually really in my element, because when I was a kid, when I was a teenager, I used to like take a lot of photos of myself like wearing like different outfits and stuff, and like costumes that I would like put together, and like wearing different wigs, and like making videos of like my work and my paintings and stuff like that, and I would like share them online, and I used to like share them on DeviantArt and like Flickr and all these like platforms. All this to say that this, like me making videos about like creative projects, just makes me feel like I'm a teenager again, or like I'm a kid again. There's just something about it that's like really playful, and I really hope that it stays that way and it doesn't change and become stressful. I mean, sometimes it is a little bit stressful, just because I'm balancing it out with my full-time job as an illustrator. But for now, it's like really fun and interesting. I'm really thankful for this channel and for the people who pushed me to do this channel, and it will encourage me, I guess. And for my friends who are watching. I know I keep saying grateful, but like there's no other word that kind of describes what I'm trying to say. Thankful, I guess, could also work. But yeah, anyways. Okay, so this is the last one. I can't believe it. I feel a bit delirious from all the printing I've been doing. I just counted and I did 16 garments, so that's quite a lot. So anyways, I will see you tomorrow for the reveal. Well, that's it. I really hope you enjoyed this project. Yeah, I really hope that this inspired you to print on your own clothing. I think it's like such an accessible way to print on clothing. Make sure you get the right ink, and other than that, just unleash your creativity and have fun and print the ever-living hell out of your clothes. And it can even be like a little side hustle if you want to sell them. Stay tuned for my next creative project. And yeah, I hope you have a lovely rest of the day, a lovely rest of the week. Rest, take care of yourselves, hydrate, eat a good snack, a healthy snack. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!